Good morning, Interwebs. It is Tuesday, December 31st, 2019. And yeah, today is, I like to think of this day as therapy hangover day. So I have been going to therapy since like the second week of November, I think, at this point. So that's been taking up a lot of mental space. I think it's been good, but it's been a lot of mental and emotional work and all the things. So it is a good thing that I'm doing it, though, and finally got to this point. So we are cleaning up and doing things around the house. Many projects in play right now. My office, as usual, is like a mess. I decided night before last I'd received a lovely present of a box of yarn, and I needed to add that yarn into my stash and like play around with things, which meant pulling out some of my existing stash. So I have stash over here and I have stash over here. Actually, I started a project. I have the front of a dress that of a sweater that I started. So the front is all done. I just need to do the back, and then I'm gonna hold these double for sleeves. And this will be the back. So that'll be good, and that's in progress. Just pulling out things that I don't need. I found some little wreathy things and stuff that were tucked around, and then I put my new yarn away. So I have retaken up half of this. Had been all shawls, and I like restacked my shawls differently so that I could make half a drawer of yarn. And then I also over here took a bunch of yarn, and I've like pulled it to be different projects, and so it's stacked in there by those. And what I did with that is I took the yarns I was interested in putting together. I don't know exactly what I want to make with them yet, but like I've kind of grouped some colors. I just took pictures with my phone of the colors together so that when I want to think about it, rather than having to come in here and pull everything out and make a big mess. I mean, I probably won't make a big mess, but I can just kind of like flippy and think on it that way, which I think will be easier. I'm also just going through and pulling out things that I'm not utilizing to donate in various forms. And yeah, that's kind of what's been going on in here, but that means that I've kind of been tossing my office one area at a time. I've made lots of space, which is good because those are full of fabric from my mom. And need I remind you, there is still a cargo van sitting in my yard that is full of furniture and fabric and things from when we went to my dad's house to get all of the stuff. So I have not unpacked anything from the van. Everything that's already in my house is just stuff that came out of our personal vehicle when we came home. So there's been a lot of additions to our house, and there will be more, and it's a process. Everything in life right now feels like a process. Kind of exhausted of processing, but you know, I guess it's better than the alternative. So we are doing some projects in the other areas of our life as well. I am going through all of the cabinets in the parlor here, going through and pulling out old school resources and things. There's a couple of those are my Lego sets. I need to pull those down, and just making space. And I came to the realization yesterday that I no longer need any materials about teaching a child to read, which is kind of crazy that all my children now know how to read, and so all of the curriculum phonics stuff I'm done with, which is just, it's a good milestone. It's just a lot of things, and it's amazing how much that clears up shelves. So doing that, and then Steve is working on another project that I came up with. We've moved some things around, bread maker and KitchenAid and all the things. Oh, and you all will be so happy to know, I'm sure, that here is our newest family member, our newest starter. Now we have some in the freezer that we could have pulled out because you can revive them, but I decided fresh start was where we were going. So this is a fresh one. We started it yesterday. It's already bubbling. We have relocated it to this nice warm place because our our stove is kind of cold, so it's over here closer to the fire and such. So that'll be good things. You hear all the construction-y sounds because Steve
is construction-ing.
He's doing yet another household project. When we did our kitchen, you may remember that there is this area that was basically left untouched with further intentions to build like a computery area or like a desk basically in the kitchen. And so that is what he's constructing now. Last night, when I was at my appointment, I went and picked up a cabinet base that matches all our other ones. We've been getting them unfinished. It just needs to be painted to match. And then we bought a piece of countertop, which will go across, and that'll be good. It was great. I found a piece of the 4-foot pieces were like regularly like $55-ish, and they were on sale for $45. I was going to get one of those, but I wasn't super enthused about the color. And then I found one I liked more, and it was on like the clearance rack, and it was a 6-foot piece, and it had like a chunk out of the end. Not even a bad chunk, but I really need slightly more than 4 feet, and the 6-foot piece was $35. So needless to say, I got that piece, despite having to ask people to help me and have somebody follow me around with a cart, which is just weird. But they helped me, and they helped me put it into my car, and that was nice. And now Steve is helping to install the whole thing. So this area will hopefully look different here in a day or two. It will hopefully be completely different and completely done. But there'll be the cabinet, countertop, and then we got adjustable shelves to put up there, and then all of those. That was very loud. So then, on those shelves,
feel like they were really
I know. On the shelves, that box down there is full of pottery that had been my mom's from a artisan near where I grew up in California. They're called Clouds is the name of them. And yeah, she had collected over the years many, many, many pieces of their stuff. So those will all be going up. Mostly like teapots and things. You'll see them all when they go up because then they'll be displayed and also I can use them. So that's exciting. So we're making that whole area into a thing. And then there will also probably be some stuff going on in the living room shortly. We have a TV coming. That way we can set this area, which is currently... Oh! Magical Cole C. Smith isn't magical. Hold on. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Pretend he is. Close your eyes. Hold on. Oh, look. See? Magical Cole C. Smith lives right here. And there will shortly be a TV right here so that people can sit here and play video games. Over here is more stuff that I brought home from my dad's. That is all photo albums that I want to / need to go through here fairly quickly. Have an art project that is due, I think it's February 1st, so I need to like get a move on. I actually have 2 art projects. I am going to participate in the sketchbook project, which is it's a nonprofit museum in Brooklyn where basically you purchase the sketchbooks, you fill them out, you send them back, and then they're at a museum. People can go and see them, and you can also visit them digitally online. So I will let you know when that all happens and how you can find them if you want to see them. But I'll be putting together 2 sketchbooks, a mini sketchbook, which I haven't exactly fully figured out how I'm going to do the theme, but I think it's going to have a lot of like layering of things. And then the larger one, which I think is going to probably be based off pictures as references and then drawings, paintings, etc. of those pictures. So that means I need to go through the photos to find the photos that I'm looking for to do the things, because I have a handful of them, but I need like 30 some images for the large sketchbook. So that'll be a thing that will probably take a lot of my energy here shortly. So we need to get these house things done and then move along to those. I better get back to going through my cabinets before I forget what stacks are what. Does that happen to you when you're sorting things? If you walk away mid-project, you come back and you're like, what was I thinking? Clearly I wasn't, or I was thinking about something else. That's usually what it means. But if I just keep at it, I usually remember what the stacks are for as I'm working with them. So, okay, back to my stacks.